So, y'all, I'm out in Brunswick, Georgia. I told y'all if I got a chance to, I was gonna come back on here tonight. Mad love to everybody that came in and listened to me run my fucking mouth uh last night. It's gonna be, more the same type shit, really. Um, I am gonna talk about. I guess we'll be touching on these relationship conversations. We're gonna touch on those a little bit because I've been getting, messages about that. People say, yeah, talk about that shit. That shit funny as hell when you do it. Now I don't know if y'all gonna laugh or not. I ain't, we just gonna talk. We're gonna see. We'll see what happens. Y'all know I'm in the truck out of the TA. We just talked about TAs yesterday. I couldn't even think of the name of the bitches yesterday. But I'm actually at one now. Out in Brunswick. Time ran up on my ass. Got stuck out in Florida today, Dealing, Florida. That shit pissed me off. I'm gonna give people time to get in here though, a little bit. We'll shoot the breeze about my day first, But before we go any further, shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third, and hopefully on y'all's way in, or if you're watching the playback, you'll just hit that like button for me. It's a small ask. It's a small ask. Y'all hit that like button for me. If you look at it as a matter of the time given, that's like I'm talking about 3 seconds or some shit like that. It ain't costing you a whole lot. So I don't even know why. Honestly, I don't see more likes on videos, like in general. Like, how the fuck this ain't mostly the views and the likes add up around the same. I don't know what that is. But it looks odd as fuck to me. Like, why the fuck can't people just hit it's a like button? It's light work, you know what I'm saying? But hit that for me. Take that time out and do that for me. But as I was saying, I was up at this place in Dealing, right? I get there at 12:30 this afternoon thinking, I'm ahead of the game. Thinking I'm ahead of the game. I done called ahead. The load wasn't due till tomorrow. I went on ahead and got that bitch the other day at 12:30 in the afternoon, right? I done called ahead. I get there. And the motherfuckers that's supposed to be there, they on lunch break. So I'm like, cool. The lady was like, yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to deal with silos. We got to analyze the sample bag of plastic. If you drive pneumatic tank and you move plastic, you got to have that sample bag. They want to see that work, basically. Before you deliver that load, they want to see that work. They're going to run under, some people run under UV light. Some motherfuckers just hold it up to their face, flip that bitch over and put it down and keep moving. Some places extra as fuck about it. Because if the material don't match or the material is flawed, they don't want you to pump a whole tank full of your bad, flaw-ass product into their silos. I get it. But this lady was like, she didn't know what to do. And I'm talking about this cave bitch was nice, a nice cave lady. Like, she was nice as hell the whole time. Just a nice lady, right? But she says they on lunch. I say, okay. So I go back out to the truck. I say, I'll go out there for like 30 minutes. I'll come back, see if anybody in here, right? So I go to my truck, chill out 30, go back in there. There's the lady that's supposed to receive the shit. She's in there this time. So I'm like, cool, we're going to get this shit rolling. I'm going to go ahead and hit the road and get the fuck up out of here, basically. Another nice ass cave bitch. Because some white man had then came up and he was like, I was blocking his dock. Because I just pulled up by the silos that was there and I walking in the shipping and receiving. He was like, I was blocking his dock. And I was like, all right, I'll pull down some. No big deal, right? This is my first time ever being to the place. I didn't know where to go like that anyway. So, I like to get out and walk and see what the fuck going on. Because in them big ass trucks, once you make a wrong turn, that could be your day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could be your entire fucking day, especially if they don't have room to turn around in, or you done duck down off on some dirt ass road or some shit, like someplace trucks ain't supposed to be. That could be your whole day based on a wrong turn. So me, I normally pull in, find somewhere I can stop. If I don't know where the fuck I'm going, I ain't never been there before, and I'm gonna walk around. I don't care. If I miss somebody way, they'll come get me if they need to. I try to pull off like wasn't nobody there when I pulled up. Um, and wasn't really nobody even having an issue getting to the dock. So I feel like the cave was just being, sometimes they get cavey. You in front of my docks, like he owned the whole goddamn, like, and I'm not even, ain't nobody even out there, bro. But okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, cool. Because the one person that did pull up, I backed up some while I was sitting out there waiting for the receiving woman to get off her lunch break. I backed up some so he could back in. So I wasn't in nobody's way. But, caves be caving. Cool. I go out to move the truck. I come back in, and the cave bitch said, if I lay him in front of your truck, will you run him over? And then she just started laughing. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, he came in and said some shit to her about the process or the numbers or something. And she looked at me like, this whole ass motherfucker need to quit talking to me. Now, of course, I don't know them. I don't know what type of work relationship they got going on. I know the white man acted like a cave. To me, it don't throw me off. He wasn't crazy disrespectful or nothing like that. He said, you're in front of my docks. And I'm like, okay, I'll move the truck down. No problem. But she said, if I lay him in front of your truck, will you run him over? And I'm sitting here like, what? Bitch, no. No, I'm not doing no shit like that. She just bust out laughing like she done told the greatest joke or one of the greatest punchlines ever made. And I said, no. I said that shit clean as fuck. Like, no. I be damn if a cave bitch gonna have me doing time for taking care of her light work. Now, of course, I didn't say this part, but I thought it in my head, right? But this bitch damn show said it. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on between these two people, but okay. And then she says, well, they're going to have to take this sample and analyze it. And I said, okay, I thought that would be done by now. They said, wait a little bit longer. They need to analyze it first. This is about 45 minutes into me after I done got there. And I ain't got shit done yet. When you drive in trucks, sometimes motherfuckers will play with your time. They'll play with it. Almost like I see a juggler with 3 balls, maybe even 4 of them bitches. And they just be playing with your time. Your time is every single ball that they got in their motherfucking hands. And them bitches just play with your time all day long. Like you ain't got shit to do. Like you ain't got a highway to master and not kill or be killed on this highway. It's the mean streets, okay? I'm talking about on any highway that you own in this country, you in the mean streets. You own the mean streets. You are trying not to kill or be killed on these streets at all times. That's what you got to do. That's your responsibility as soon as you crank that bitch up, especially if you're in an 18-wheeler. You got to be sure, because as scared as people act, they're not really that scared. But nonetheless, these motherfuckers act like you ain't doing this shit for a living. And me, I'm always racing against traffic. I know when traffic gonna hit. I'm trying to get the fuck up out of anywhere down off in Florida before 5 o'clock. These are my goals. I get there at 12:30. I'm thinking this is light work. I'll be out of here by 2. Do you know that them motherfuckers had me sit there for 2 hours total before I could even get started? Now, in trucking 2 hours, that's light work to some people. But for me, that shit it made me so fucking mad. It made me so mad. And the cave bitch was so fucking nice. I couldn't even be mad at her because I knew it wasn't even her responsibility. I knew it wasn't her that was holding the process up. So I couldn't even be mad at her. Super helpful. Because she had told me to pull around the building to Silo 7 she told me to go to. And I told y'all, I pulled down there. That shit looked weird to me. I stopped the truck, got out and walked it. I said, let me walk around and see where the fuck I'm supposed to go. Caveman, I asked him like, hey, where's Silo 7 at? Do y'all know this man told me you have to go back? So now I didn't pull my truck up. He said back there around the corner is silo 7. He said here's 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. And if you go around back to this corner, silo 7 over there. I said, okay. So I walk over there and look because I wasn't about to back into this without going to look. This is how I am when I places I've never been before. This is how I act. I don't see a silo 7 at all. And at this point, I'm thinking I'm slow. Y'all ever had a moments where you like, God damn, I know I ain't slow, but am I slow? Like, I don't see what the fuck this person told me was gonna be here. Exactly. He's like, you can't miss it. And once a motherfucker say you can't miss it, if you miss it, and at this point, I'm in the process of missing it. Like, not only did I miss it, I'm missing it over and over again. Like, I don't see shit. So I'm feeling slow as fuck, yo. I'm feeling slow as a bitch out here right now, right? So the K bitch comes back and she was like, what you doing over here? I said, well, this white man that was sitting right here. And that's exactly what I said. I said, the white man that was sitting right here told me the silo 7 was over here. She was like, you can't listen to white men. And this is a cave bitch saying this. I'm like, bitch, are you trying to earn points? Are you trying to earn some fucking points right now? Because y'all know I had on one of my shirts. Now, they wasn't really gawking at the motherfucking shirt, but I had on one. And I'm sure the bitch probably noticed it. I said, she said, you can't listen to white man. We're going to throw him under the truck with the other one. And then start laughing again. Like, this white bitch. I'm like, what the fuck this bitch want to kill white men like this for? And look, quiet as kept, them bitches do be killing them motherfuckers for real. No, nobody want to talk about it though. Y'all want to keep saying this bitch is better. This bitch is a homicidal maniac, okay? But she said, we're going to throw him under the truck with the other one. I said, God damn. Again, I said, nope. But she just was dying laughing. I'm like, yo. She's like, you can't listen to white men. It's around here on the other side, the opposite side. You got to come further down. So I said, okay. Gets over there. Thinking they got a weird ass fucked up spot you got to back into to get to the silo. And I was like, when she told me where I had to back up at, I looked at her. I looked at the spot. I looked back at her. She said, you can do it. You know how white bitches are. All over enthusiastic and shit for no goddamn reason. Like, bitch, I don't need encouragement right now. I need you to move away from the truck. And let me back this motherfucker. I don't need no pep talk, bitch. Get out of my way. I got this. Right? But she was nice as fuck. Again, this is all stuff. Something's wrong with me for real. This is what's going on in my head. So I go to back in this motherfucker, hook up to the silo. The first white man she told me to run over, he brings his cave ass out there and say, hold on, you can't start yet. They still haven't analyzed the product. At this point, I'm like, okay, these motherfuckers want me to cuss a motherfucker out or something. This white man is fucking with me at this point because this white bitch just told me they did the analysis. The shit took them 2 hours anyway. Took them 2 hours. Some bitch didn't know what she was doing. It was her first day or some shit like that. I'm like, it's always a bitch first day. I get so tired of motherfuckers. She's new. I'm like, God damn, everywhere I go with somebody getting some shit slow or getting it fucked up, they always knew. It's like, God damn. But after 2 hours, the motherfucker gonna tell me, okay, they still ain't analyzed it fully yet. But you can hook up though and just sit here. So I sit there again for at least 20 more minutes before the same white bitch came out there. Said, you're good. You're good to go. Let me know where the bathroom was and shit like that, right? And I'm heated because I know I got to deal with traffic on my way back. On my way coming back, the main highway I was on was 95. So I was going to get on 95 North. And sure enough, motherfuckers out here playing goddamn bumper cars. Sure enough, every day of your life, somebody getting into a wreck. As we speak right now, somebody hitting the goddamn guardrail right now. As we speak, somebody somewhere is like, you know what? I'm going to just run through this guardrail. Matter of fact, I'm going to try to do a crazy ass move to get ahead of, one slot in traffic to not go no motherfucking where. I'm going to play this game today because, it's a Thursday, right? It's a fucking Thursday. They motherfuckers want to do it on a random ass day. Or it's a Wednesday, rather. But still, I'd be like, what the fuck wrong with people? Every day they doing this type of shit. So I'm stuck in fucking traffic. Mad as a bitch. And truck drivers, you can relate to that shit. Right? By now, people should be in here, right? I figured I would. I figured what I would do was tell y'all that story. Somebody told me I don't get cave humor. I'm not about to laugh if something ain't funny. I mean, it's just some stuff ain't. Every time Rob don't get cave humor. It's dark and dry. I know what cave humor is. I get it. But it just wasn't funny to me. I don't like when people say some shit and just bust out laughing like that. That ain't my shit. Especially white folk. And then a lot of times black folk feel forced to laugh. A lot of times in this society, we be feeling forced to laugh at shit that we know ain't funny. I don't do the awkward laugh with white folk. If it ain't funny, it ain't funny. Now, there's some white folks that's hilarious. Some of these white comedians hilarious. But that shit wasn't funny. I got it. That shit wasn't funny. Like, it just wasn't funny. That's all. Will you run him over? No. But I do understand the little cave humor. Let me ask y'all a question, right? Now that we got that out of the way, we're giving people enough time. I ain't even share this shit nowhere. I ain't even put it up nowhere. Some motherfuckers get it. They get it. If they don't, they just don't. It's going to be okay, right? I want to know if y'all have noticed in the so-called New Year, have y'all noticed that these quasi relationship conversations with these pseudo professionals on relationships are still happening? Y'all notice that? Motherfuckers be going so crazy about this so-called New Year and then be on the same shit. Like, y'all on the same shit that didn't move no needles forward in so-called 2022. No needles move forward. Nobody, coming to these spaces, getting no fucking enlightenment, really. Just spreading their negativity and hatred for the opposite sex. There is no wins. Leave these bitches alone. There is no wins. Leave these niggas alone. It's like, how long, man? How many more years? I'm talking about daily, and I'm not exaggerating, multiple times a day. Here y'all are on the internet having these conversations. It's the same ones, the usual suspects, right? You'll have somebody come and give some fake ass scenario or something like that happen with somebody. What would you do? Of course, I'll leave them. Couldn't be me. You know how motherfuckers are in comment sections. They ain't never put up with shit. I don't like the lying. That's what makes me mad, even more so than the conversations. It's the amount of people that will lie about who they are and who they've been in their lives. I don't like that part right there. Pisses me off. Ain't nobody went through shit with nobody. Ain't nobody forgave nobody for shit. Everybody leaving everybody for every situation that ever happens in life. And it's like, man, if y'all don't quit fucking lying, can't have an honest conversation for shit. And this is why I don't even engage in these type of conversations. Because I know ain't nobody really being genuine about this shit. Everybody lying to pretend that they have this facade that we like to present to the world on the internet is of perfection. Don't put up with shit. Don't take shit. Fuck these niggas. Fuck these hoes. To people, that's strength. That's a person that is maximizing their, them having self-esteem. I ain't putting up with this. I ain't putting up with that. Here's the thing, man. There aren't any classes for relationships. There are none. I don't give a fuck what they selling you now, what they sold you 10 years ago, 20, 30, 40 years ago, what they going to sell you next week. There are no relationship classes. You come out here and you experience relationships by being in them, based on whatever ideas you have as to how you're supposed to act towards a woman and how you're supposed to act towards a man. And typically we start so young, it's really boy-girl shit we're talking about, right? No training. Now, had a motherfucker took like 10 years of relationship classes and they do some wild shit, I see a motherfucker being like, you know what? I'm not putting up with this shit. That's what motherfucker's supposed to be a professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't just like your doctor fucking up or misdiagnosing some shit. People they aren't professionals. People are not professionals. We are not professionals. Human beings are not professionals when it comes to coupling and relationships. We aren't. I don't know, I don't get it. We are not professionals. You don't know fully the way. All you guys, your experience. Everybody come out here in this trial and error shit. You figure out some things that you could do better. You could correct here, do something a little different right here to carve out the best person for coupling. That's the best you can do. That's the best you can do out here for real. When I'm seeing these conversations, y'all, I'm talking about the 50-50. Like, it's like, God damn. Well, if I'm out here working and paying 50% of the bills, then I don't gotta respect this nigga at all. And it's like, oh my God. Why are you living? Even if you just had a roommate, there has to be a mutual respect there. What the fuck do y'all be talking about, man? What is this bragging about not respecting niggas? What is that to brag about? I don't get this shit. I ain't gonna I can't respect him as the man or the leader. He expect me to appreciate him, and I'm going 50-50. Like, ma'am, make sure he knows that upon date one. Make sure he knows that upon date one, that you're not ever gonna respect him if you having to pay 50-50 for anything. He should know that very early before he invests any real time in your motherfucking ass. He needs to know that. And that's one thing I do like about some of these conversations is that people will get up here and tell you what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like what type of time they on. They're going to tell you. They're going to tell you what type of time they on. And you get to decide whether you want to be on that type of time with them or you don't. You stay away from people that talk like this, or stay away from people with this mentality, or stay away from people with this, the way they look at life. Let's stay away from them motherfuckers. So I appreciate it from that aspect. I feel like there's not a lot of honesty going on, but these same conversations. What women need to respect the man is masculine. What men need to appreciate a woman that's not masculine. Her femininity showing through. And she's supposed to be in this feminine goddess mode at all times. That shit sound cool, but it ain't always gonna work like that. Best you can hope to get is somebody who don't like arguing as much as you do. If indeed you don't like arguing. Some people say they don't like arguing, but they lying. They're lying, yo. It's fake news. They'll say, yeah, me, I'm not a confrontational person at all like that. I don't even act like that. And it's like, okay, so you non-confrontational with the world, but by the time you get in the house with the people that, the motherfucker that you with, you confrontational as fuck. I don't want to hear about how you are up at the goddamn job. That's a lie. That's a person that you're being paid to be, a certain type of person. Falling in line, doing what you're supposed to do. I don't need to hear about her. Nah, we don't really need to hear about her. Because that's why you hear niggas say, well, up at the job, they can listen to their managers and shit. It's fair. They're being paid to listen. They know if they fuck up, they're liable to get written up. And if you get enough write-ups to do something egregious enough, they'll just walk you clean the fuck up out of there. They'll walk you clean the fuck up out of there. And it's their livelihood or the way that they pay their bills, typically. So they're not just going to, you know, fly off the deep end at all times up at the job. But with you, who are you? With you, it don't fucking matter. So, you know, it is what it is. Like y'all having sex. So she not gonna feel this like she gotta be as on good behavior because I mean at the end of the day, y'all having sex. Up at the job, it's a professional relationship. I would argue a lot of times it's a little easier to get respect out of would be professional relationships than some of the respect that y'all have in your actual romantic relationships. Yeah. Motherfuckers be nice as hell up at the job. By the time they get to the house, not so much sometimes. It ain't like that. And this ain't specific to women. Some men allow their jobs to wear them down and they go home and take the shit out on the house. Some men allow that. Take it out on everybody around you, everybody that love you. You see what I'm saying? This is something that humans struggle with. This is something that makes human coupling difficult. And it always has made human coupling difficult, even if there's a person that needs to be in the situation. There can still be difficulties. Like before women actually was able to go out here and really get jobs like that where they were making a wage where they could take care of themselves, they needed that man there to pay them bills, take care of them bills, and she take care of the house and they meet in the middle and, you know, and try to make a good life out of it. They worked the situation that they had, the situation that they were in. Things have changed as far as that aspect is concerned. Women are able to go out here and make their own bread. Okay, cool. So now we got conversations that are being had about whether or not a man cares about how much money a woman makes, her education. And I'm like, come on, yo. Y'all keep moving the goalpost. I have met women that make their own money, have an education, and they still are cooperative women with their men. You don't have to, it's not a one or the other situation. And when you listen to these conversations, that's typically what everybody trying to make it sound like it's one or the other. Well, if she got a college education and she makes her own money, then automatically she's going to be masculine. There is no, you know, she going to be masculine. And that's not true. But when you have these conversations like this is what everybody try to make it seem like. I've met some feminine women, degrees, and making good money. And I've met some of them that just want to spoil their man, spoil him. These people exist for real. Now, I'm not saying that they exist in the multitudes, okay? I'm not saying this is most women or nothing like that. What I'm saying is they do exist. They do. But if you listen to these motherfuckers talk, they don't. You have the marriage conversation. It's happening at all times. And I talk to so many married men. I be feeling sorry for these dudes, man. I be feeling sorry for these dudes. Some of these dudes, man, I'm not talking about just black men. I'm talking about married dudes. Some of these dudes be in some fucked up situations. Can't get no pussy up at the house. I don't even know how people even stay married through that. That has to be something you put a clause or Like, I know we saying these vows, but if you stop giving me pussy, I'm going to fuck other people. Like, this is basic shit. I don't know how people. And again, this is not me saying I'm marriage material or even relationship material. I'm not making an argument for myself one way or another. Here's what I do know: if I'm married and I'm expected to be having sex with this one woman, and I ain't wild, like I ain't trying to be in the pussy like 10 times a day, nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I understand, you know what I mean? But it be dudes that be talking about they ain't had sex with their wife in months, years. I heard a man say years. I'm telling you, when I looked at him in his eyes, I seen him tearing up. I seen him tearing up because I'm one of the type of motherfuckers like, okay, well, why ain't you just getting some other pussy? He don't want to do that. A lot of these guys don't want to do that. Y'all be thinking men are so quick to fuck with outside bitches, but that's fake news, yo. That's fake news, yo. Those dudes are glamorized and popularized all over the social media spaces and shit like that. You hear about these dudes, but there are dudes that don't get pussy that don't cheat. Don't get pussy from their wife and they still don't cheat. Real life shit. Don't commit adultery, if you will. Me, I'm trash. I'm trash. I'm complete trash and poor husband material because I'm not even doing that. And apparently this is husband 101. Like, you supposed to get ready for this part because it's going to happen at some point. Cool. This is what they taken in class and really the introduction class to husband 101. I'm not built for that. And if I'm able to write my own shit or even just talking to a woman before she married me, listen. If you decide at any point that you're going to go months without giving me pussy, I'm going to have sex with other women. Or at least one other woman. I'm going to act like that. If this is a pattern, then this is going to also be a pattern for me. I'm not saying that we got necessarily divorced because of it, but what I'm saying is expect this. Expect it. Because it's happening. It's going to happen. I don't know how a lot of these married guys do it, and they don't get no credit for it either. I don't know how they doing this shit. That would be in there. How married guys deal with women they put on a lot of weight. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the child bearing plight. I get all of that, but I'm not built. I'm not built. That'll have to be written in the closet somewhere. Like, nah, if she put on weight like that, I'll give her some time to get it the fuck up off her, but I'm not gonna keep having sex with her in a romantic capacity, because I'm not gonna be attracted to that. I'm all set. I'm not saying we gotta get divorced, but I'm gonna be dealing with other people, or at least another person. And I know y'all probably thinking I'm trash as fuck, and I get that. I understand that. But when I tell y'all that I'm looking at these conversations being had online, and they're circular conversations. We've talked about them being circular. Ain't nobody really getting shit out of it at all, other than, a couple laughs, little kikis, like, oh my God, I can't believe they said that, or, they ain't really getting nothing transformative out of it other than having arguments or deciding the type of men and women they're going to claim that they don't want to deal with. And I'm going to tell y'all again, nobody is a relationship professional. There isn't one that exists. Even when you dealing with people that do couples advice, like a man and woman, a wife, or a wife and a husband, they go through shit. A lot of times heavy shit, and they stick it out. everything that a lot of people, well, a lot of the stuff that a lot of people say they'll leave for, people that are in long relationships don't leave for. That's just the truth. People that are in long relationships, the stuff that people are saying they'll leave for, a lot of people not leaving for that stuff. A lot of people not leaving for that. Hold on, let me get to some of y'all's comments. And if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Let me look at some of y'all's comments. Valine, because I do want y'all to engage with me tonight, just like we did last night. Engage with me a little bit. Look at Valine. She said, I don't understand how some women can go without sex for months. It's because they pussy not coming anyway. If you're not missing out on nothing, then you can go for a long time. Now, when I'm talking to these married dudes, that's a tough conversation that we got to have. Especially, I'll say, if they're coming to me for some type of advice or they want me to analyze their situation, I have to try to tap into, like, your dick got to be trash. Let me just be very plain. Very, very plain about this. Your dick has to be trash for a woman laying in bed with you can go without it for months. Without any, medical condition or, something going on. Just regular. Just regular. She going for months. No. There's something going on with your dick game. There's something happening there, and y'all might need to have a conversation about that. How much of the sex that y'all have does she enjoy with you? Not you get off, and a man get off, go to sleep or whatever the fuck, How much of the sex that y'all have does she get to be an active participant in the pleasure aspect? That's a relevant conversation. I don't give a fuck whether you got a girlfriend, boyfriend relationship, or you and it's long term, or you married. This is a relevant conversation. It's relevant. It's relevant. The reason your woman can go months while laying in the bed with you is because you're not hitting that shit right. And don't nobody want to really dig into it like that. It be motherfuckers on here acting like, the woman, she just got a problem, or, she just a selfish, cold bitch, or, they'll try to turn around on her. And I get that. I understand that could be a conversation that's had. Maybe she is. But one thing I know about women, I don't give a fuck if she a bitch or not. A naggy, complaining, selfish ass bitch. All of that. I'm talking about put together in one. What she not gonna do is lay next to no dick that she's enamored by or impressed with and not fuck. No. Not happening. Not happening. Or she just won't be in the room. If it's that heavy, she not even in the room with you. Laying next to you, rolling over, going to sleep over and over in months. Nah, she not doing that. And a lot of times, let me tell y'all, the way men be wanting to have sex, women be wanting to, if it's pleasurable to her, like I said, that pleasure principle is real. That matters. She gonna want to have sex just as much as you do, if not more than you do. This is real. This is real life shit. If you're in a situation where she going months without giving you pussy, that means that you haven't been making her come. She hasn't been reaching her peak like you reaching yours. It's a one-sided sexual situation. It is what it is. I'm just telling you. I done had women be mad as fuck at me. And me being dead wrong. Let's not get this fucked up. But laying in a bed next to me, not giving me pussy, no. I don't know nothing about it. And that's not me saying, well, if she don't give it to me, I'm just gonna take it. I've heard married dudes say that's they right. They'll just take it. Y'all wildin'. I ain't having to take shit. A woman not gonna lay there next to you if she likes having sex with you. If you the best thing she done had in her life or whatever, she not just gonna lay there, bro. Not gonna happen, bro. Not gonna happen, bro. Now, I don't know if they telling y'all this when y'all watching these podcasts. I haven't seen much like that. They normally be talking about, just money, femininity, masculinity. If a woman is not reaching her peak, at least 9 out of 10 times having sex with you, then you are failing the pussy, and she will have no issue taking that pussy away. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. If that's new information for you. And this is regardless of you having money. This is something money can't buy passion. It can't. Especially if you're in a long-term relationship, like damn well whether your woman feeling it or not. You have to learn that after some years, bruh. And no matter how much money you got, it ain't gonna buy passion. She's gonna approach sex like it's a chore because that's what it's become for her. It's just something else that she has to do, like washing your clothes. And you'll know, like, I've talked to guys and had deep conversations with guys, and I try to show them this, and they start feeling they start feeling what I'm saying. Like, you can tell when she's treating sex with you like a fucking job. And I don't even know how dudes. It's like, bro, y'all need to have a conversation right here. It'll become work for her, bro. Now you having a bargain for head and all types of shit. Like, bruh, you don't have to like, if you walk around and you in this situation with your woman, then your shit is off. Cause they want to suck dick. Listen, I'm sorry, ladies. If you didn't want that to be put out here, and I'm gonna tell you, it's some women that will say, not me. That means they're not coming on no dick. Okay, and this is a little graphic. It's only 8:30. I'm gonna come back quick, but this is gonna be a little graphic. Women want to suck dick. Okay. If they don't, and they ain't in a relationship with you, that means they're not coming on that dick. Women want to put their mouth on what they're coming on. I'm just gonna make that a rule. They're gonna want to put their mouth on what they're coming on. And they're gonna want to be impressive too. If this isn't happening, I'm sorry, you are falling the fuck off, or you been fell off, and after a while, it's done got to be kind of bland to it. Like, I'm dealing with this shit. I thought this boy would get better. This boy is still bringing this trash to the goddamn to the forefront, to the table, and act like he doing something. These are facts. Women like sucking dick. If you're having a problem getting hair from your girl and you can only get it on a birthday or your wife or only on Christmas Day or, whatever the fuck it is, you got to go through this bargaining process to get it, then you are failing. She not coming on that dick, bruh. I'm sorry. And I know that people ain't want to tell you. They want to tell you can just get you some money and you can't buy passion. You can't. You're not going to be able to buy that. Now you can still accept the that narcoleptic pussy, because some guys will tell me, like, yeah, I can tell she don't be into it, but I don't care. These motherfuckers got necrophiliacs. These be these necro ass niggas. I don't even see how you in your head say some shit like, man, I don't give a fuck if she could just lay there. Like, what the fuck? I couldn't do that shit. I don't think I'd make it through that. That had me, it be giving me necro energy. Necro ass energy. I don't want a limp body. Like, I don't want that. Don't nobody want that shit. But if your woman acting like that, bro, you not hitting on shit. And don't brag about that. Don't say you don't care. That means you don't care if your dick trash. And that ain't really cool. Like, I don't think that's, y'all be talking about this masculinity shit. If you don't give a fuck and your shit trash, to me, that's not masculine, yo. They not telling y'all this is part of masculinity. You have to rule right there, bruh. You gotta rule. You have to be the king right there. You got to. If nothing else, bruh, you got to be the king right here. You got to know what the fuck you doing right here. This shit matters. You wondering why your passion going is because she ain't coming. She not coming on a regular basis. You are. She not. You gonna have some issues, my G. You gonna have some issues. When it comes to her withholding sex from you, you're gonna have some issues. And I'm not saying, I'm not trying to be shallow with this shit, but people be downplaying this shit, yo. People downplay this part of the game when they talking about game. And all the women you supposed to just be able to get because and not only get but retain. Ain't nobody talking about retention out this bitch. It's just get. And that shit it's not gonna fulfill you when you're trying to deal with somebody long term. If you just running through at the club, picking up something, doing whatever, or you're a woman, see some cute boy at the club and you want to just fuck him or whatever, it ain't gonna mean shit to you, fine. Do your thing. But when it comes to long-term and particularly cohabiting situations, shit a little bit different. And your shit gotta be hitting on something. Your shit got to be hitting on something. It gotta be. If it is, you're not gonna have to worry about not only getting head on your birthday. You're not gonna have to worry about that. Cause she know you coming through. She know you coming through there, and she know what the fuck you gonna do. She already know. She already know. To me, this is a part of masculinity. To me. And it creates for a better energy between when people are actually engaged in an active and satisfying sex life, they're able to get through problems better. Because you're going to have problems. If you think you're about to run in here and you ain't going to have no problems because you listen to some videos, then you living in a goddamn fantasy world. You're going to have problems. But a healthy sex life and laughter. They're not talking about this. I know they're not. A healthy sex life and laughter. That shit matters. It makes it easy because what you'll end up having, if you can, I'm talking about not laughing at corny ass jokes, but genuinely have you experience what I want to call, I don't want to call it comic relief because that makes it sound like some jester shit. Like just y'all both naturally vibe and y'all both naturally are laughing with each other, having a good time, enjoying each other's company. Not in your fucking cell phone all damn night. Engaging with each other and having and sharing those laughs with each other. Whether y'all watching something on TV, maybe funny, you thought of something funny. Typically, men gonna have to steer this area. Women don't really be that funny like that. Generally speaking, this is no knock to women. This is reality. I don't want y'all getting mad. It is what it is. Generally speaking, men who have been told and heard sense of humor, that's been a selling point for a man on his list of things that women like. That's been something I very rarely hear a man be like, I want her to be funny. A man may want her to laugh at his jokes or laugh at his lame ass stories or whatever, but her being funny his way, that's not necessarily a requirement men have had on women. And I'm not saying it necessarily has to be. I'm not saying it necessarily has to be. But that's the area where men are typically going to be handling the funny. But the laughing together part, that's teamwork. And if you're not doing that, a healthy sex life and laughter going to get you through a lot of these hardships. Because y'all lying about leaving people. Like, just, I want y'all to stop telling it. Like, you're not just leaving motherfuckers left, right. You're not doing that. But this will maintain. This will get you through some of these rough times. Because that's your friend. Y'all be kicking it. And the sex crazy, like, don't nobody want to not get along with their friend. And the sex crazy. Because a lot of motherfuckers will put that friend show. That's my best friend. Best friend ain't enough. Best friend not going to be enough to keep you in there through some. You need to have, the sex got to be crazy too. Y'all's chemistry, when y'all get involved sexually, got to be crazy. Got to be on point. Sex, good sex life. Great sex life, even better. But at least good sex life and laughter. Y'all got to laugh with each other. If you notice y'all not laughing with each other, red flag. Everybody be talking about red flags, right? I don't know if nobody put this on their list or not, but y'all heard it from me. Red flag. Once the laughter stops, there's a problem. Everybody's head in their phone now. That's what people like to do these days. Head in the phone, laying there next to each other, ain't saying shit to each other. It's on the phone. You see this? Look. If that's, may just lay there and be over there kicking and snickering by their damn self. You see this? Look. Ain't that crazy? We don't even know how to, we were losing communication as it pertains to just the day-to-day, not just communicate when you have a problem. Because a lot of time that's the only communication that people, give any credence to when it comes to relationships is being able to communicate your feelings. No, that's a piece of it. But being able to communicate, period, having shit to talk about. Being able to have conversations about a myriad of topics and laugh. That communication matters as well. Not just when you mad, when you got a fucking problem. How do you convey that I got a problem? That's the only communication motherfuckers want to highlight. That's not the only one that matters, though. That is not the only one that matters. Hold on 1 second, Joe. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Let me get to some of y'all. You lie. Marcia, it's about men get they. Hold on. What Marcia say? Men get their humor from their moms. Lies and shenanigans. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna have to go on mute. Let me go on mute 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second for me. Okay, y'all, my bad. I had to answer that phone call. I thought it was a emergency, or I'm assuming it was an emergency. God damn it. And then, hold on, y'all. God damn it. Okay, y'all. My bad. God damn. What's up, Razi? What's up, y'all, in the comment section? Y'all hit that like button for me if you haven't already. Lord have mercy. Daughter calling me over and over again. I'm thinking something wrong. Ain't shit wrong. Don't you hate that? Like, I'm sitting here. I'm thinking something wrong. Ain't shit wrong. Okay. I swear I hate that shit. Where the fuck was I? Listen. Okay, Marcia line talking about men getting their humor from their moms. That's a lot. Now I'm gonna tell you what one thing men can get from not only their mom but their mom's friends is the game early. Listening to this is back when I was younger. Listening to them talk about men will put you up on game. It'll put you up on game. It'll explain the situation to where women been, it ain't a whole lot of shit men gonna get away with that women don't know about. What you'll have, generally speaking, is women letting some shit slide. A lot of these motherfuckers, men be thinking they slick. You're not that slick. Women let a lot of shit slide. Especially, again, if that dick crazy and she like you as a person. They let a lot of shit slide. A lot of shit can be worked through. A lot of shit can be worked through. But I don't know, again, when I'm listening to these relationship conversations, it's nothing but a bunch of, like it ain't gonna work shit. Like it ain't gonna work. You can make a relationship work if that's what the fuck you want. You just gotta know what the fuck you want. Because what I'm also noticing is that people don't really know what the fuck they want out here. And it changes so much. A motherfucker might want certain things on a Monday. By Thursday, somebody done got in their head, they want something completely different. Wanting something completely different. And it's like, okay, so now you on this shit. We just got past this shit. Now you on this shit. When the fuck is the goalpost gonna quit moving? When will it quit moving? I'm ready for the bitch to be still so we can live happily ever after, right? Because as long as that goalpost keep moving, it's gonna be constant conflict. Constant conflict. Motherfuckers looking online, seeing pictures and shit. Goalpost gets moved. Motherfuckers looking at conversations or celebrity relationships. They may be going through some shit or somebody whining and dining the motherfucker. Goalposts will fuck around and move. Right? And you don't even know what the fuck going on. All you did was go to work and come home. Goalpost done move while you was at work. You didn't even know it. Through this next week is going to be subtle hints of how the goalpost done moved. And you may be having an argument that you ain't even got nothing to do with. I done been in arguments about other people's situations. Do y'all know how dumb that is? Now, this is when I was a younger man. And I would allow for this type of fuckery to happen. Now I'm strong. I don't allow for this type of fuckery to happen. What I will not do is listen to somebody else's situation and get asked, what would I do if? And a motherfucker judge me for whatever I say after that. Like, I'm not about to be judged. And I'm not about to have a motherfucker be mad at me like, this ain't even my real situation. Like, you're not about to trap me into a situation. It's not my situation. A hypothetical story of somebody else's situation. I'm not going to be judged. I will not be judged by my answer. If you ask me what I would do. No, I'm not going to be judged by that. Not going to be. Because motherfuckers, I'm going to tell you something, especially when a woman telling a story about a dude that was a bitch ass nigga in the story. They already decided he was a bitch ass nigga when they're telling you the story. Best thing you do is say you would do opposite of whatever this bitch ass nigga did. That's it. That's the only way you get out of here without no issue. You will do the opposite of whatever the bitch nigga did. The way she gonna tell you the story gonna let you know whether he's the bitch nigga in the story or not. For example, can you believe my homegirl's man? It was some dudes harassing her, and all he did was walk up and grab her and try to pull her away. And the dude called him a bitch, and he ain't do nothing but walk away and go to the car. Now, in this story, what she wants to hear is that if that was you and you was him, and the woman was her, that you would have fought these niggas. You would have pistol whipped these niggas. You would have pulled the heat out and told a Soldier Boy story. Bah, 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 bah. Like, bah. They want to hear some shit like that. Like, they want to hear how you would have rolled. Like, I ain't gonna let nobody disrespect my woman like that. I'd have rolled on all them niggas. That's what they want to hear. Whether you would do it for real or not, that's what they want to hear. Okay? Like, even if, like, babe, like, you mean to tell me if the house was on fire and I fell down and you wouldn't come back and get me? And I'm already out the house. Like, what she wants to hear is not is it your fault for falling, because bitch is always falling. She wants to hear that you will run back in there, house fully ablaze, lift off the everything that's on fire around her, and pick her up, put her in your arms, and run out of a fucking burning building with her in your arms. That's what she wanna hear. Because women crazy. Like, I don't give a damn. Look, I don't care how much femininity. I don't care nothing about none of this shit y'all talking about. Women crazy a little bit. Everybody crazy a little bit. Okay? I wish we quit acting like that ain't what it is. Okay? Women will hit you with this shit. You are being tested. You are supposed to be in that moment a motherfucking Marvel character, DC or something. Yes. She wants to hear the most gangster shit that you would do to protect her. When I know damn well if I'm running from something and she can't quite keep up, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is why I teach and preach about physical fitness. You got to be able to get them legs up, get them knees up. Let's go. We got to go. I'm not carrying shit. Like, no. But they want you to say, look, yes, pick them up, carry them, fight every nigga in the world. They want to hear all that shit. So if you a man and you hear these stories, just know. Now, I used to get in arguments because, again, I'm asking double up questions. I'm like, okay, am I already outside? Okay, the motherfucker that I pulled you from, are we in they hood? Or we like, what's really going on right here? He didn't hit you or nothing? He was just trying to holler? Yeah, no, I'm not just gonna punch him in the face if he's just trying to holler. What, you wouldn't? No. No, I wouldn't. I'm coming out of a club. He outside the club. I don't know what the fuck he got on him. He could have had time to go to the trunk, put his little heat on him. Cause where I came from, motherfuckers act like that. He got the heat on him, or this group of dudes, because typically these dudes do this in a group. You hardly ever see one dude like run up on women like that, like doing that holla holla shit. Like, it's a lot of times it's gonna be a group of dudes. One dude, generally speaking, not gonna sit around like that. A group of dudes, there's a guy within that group of dudes, and really most of them, they take turns on who they gonna holler at, but it's a group of dudes. They outside the club already. If I'm able to just take you by the hand and walk the fuck off with you and we go to the car, yeah, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. That's the most intelligent thing to do. Now, if when I'm trying to walk off, a motherfucker push me or something, now we got a whole different situation. Or push you or hit you or do something. Now we're dealing with a whole situation. That's a different situation. Man, let me tell you, just me saying this, and to me, I thought it was logical as fuck. What I learned at a young age is women want you to lie. They want you to. If they come to you with a story like that, they want you to lie. If you was the last, if they was the last woman on earth, or no, if it was two, like, or something, whatever fake ass situations they give you, you know what side you're supposed to land on by the story. Listen to the story. Don't be half listening. Listen to the full story. She's gonna let you know what side you're supposed to be on. If you care and don't want to make her mad, lie. And I ain't saying I had to lie every single time. Like, but even back then, I didn't lie. I wouldn't even, like, sometimes, yeah, okay, I'll do some thug shit. And sometimes, no, not so much. You better keep up. You better keep up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but women want to be lied to. They want to hear some thug shit. In situations like this, they want them lies. So you saying if I got in a wreck and I was in a wheelchair, you wouldn't fuck with me no more? I used to be looking these bitches in the face like, why you put this is entrapment? Like, this has to be entrapment. You must want me to lie. If you end up in a wheelchair, we can be friends. Like, what the fuck, yo? That's bad. Like, that's the wrong answer. Okay. I'm not saying I would block your number. Like, I see if I said that, that'd be fucked up. We can be friends. Let me tell y'all from experience, that's not the right answer. Y'all, I ain't worth a fuck. Like, I'm not even on here trying to pretend I am. You know, a lot of these motherfuckers get on here pretend they everything. Like, I'm not. I'm not built like that. We can be friends, but you continuing to be the only woman I fuck with? No. No, there have to be some arrangements made. Like, I'm trash, yo. I'm bad off for real. I'm bad off. Now, a lot of times, let me tell you what I was able to do in a lot of these situations. Because women get mad at me sometimes, but a lot of times we just end up laughing. Like, boy, you crazy. And I'd be like, man, I'm serious as a bitch. And if they was gonna get mad, they wouldn't get mad, like storm out the room mad, nothing crazy like that. Like I said, if that dick hitting, they're not about to be, I'm going to sleep on this nigga mad over no shit like that. Like, it's just facts. Like, now you can decide whether you want a motherfuckers gonna lie to you and tell you gonna pull a tool out and shoot some motherfuckers over some bullshit, or run into a burning house, or stay with you in a wheelchair. If that's the kind of man you need, then you got to go get him. You know what I'm saying? You have time to assess the type of man. I get so tired of people too acting like they don't know who they dealing with. They don't know who they dealing with. They don't know. It's not that. I'm not. It's that. Look at Paris. Look at Paris. Look at Paris. Somebody, you can't be with just one girl. Listen, let me tell you something. One, I don't even think that's natural, or is it? I'm not saying it's impossible, but I don't think it's natural for people. But here's the thing. If a woman ends up in a wheelchair, what the fuck I'm supposed to do? If I end up in a wheelchair, I don't expect no woman to. No, I expect her. I want me a walking nigga. I'm putting on my list of things I like in men. I want a walking nigga. I'm not about to be mad. Me get locked up. Imagine me. Let's say I even go to prison. I go to prison. I expect this woman to stay faithful to me. Like, that's unrealistic. Like, I don't set myself in this world where somebody can't care about you and still they're not about to do that. I don't set myself up like that. I can't do it. No. No. Hell no. I can't do that. But when you having these conversations out here, man, like the conversations I see black people having in the so-called New Year, man, I'm shaking my fucking head, yo. I'm shaking my head at how we conducting ourselves. We can't even have fun with the conversations. It's gotta be, it's always negative shit. It's always negative shit or one group demeaning another group. Like, black folk, come on, yo. Y'all say it's a new year. Do new shit. I get so tired of y'all quoting the goddamn year, but you're not doing new shit. This is what we continue to do over, and this is what we're entertained by online. Like, come on, yo. Come on, yo. Like, hold on. That ain't real shit. These motherfuckers not having real conversations out here at all. On both sides, everybody on some bullshit. Online, I'm talking about on the internet. When I'm seeing these conversations, it's just like, what is there to be gained from this? What is there to be gained from these conversations? Where now women don't need men don't need women, and that's just that. We don't need each other. What the fuck are y'all gonna get from this shit for real? What y'all gonna do? Are y'all gonna be gay as fuck? That's what y'all gonna do. A lot of y'all doing that shit anyway. Y'all's gonna turn to being homosexual? Fuck these hoes. Fuck these niggas. What y'all gonna do? Just be gay as fuck? That's what it sound like to me. Sound like a whole bunch of gay shit. Y'all wonder why the numbers going up. Y'all wonder where all these gay people coming from, y'all? Y'all. Y'all. Yeah. Look at Paris. Paris, this what the problem is? Men are so stubborn. That's why we tired. Who is we? Who are you representing right now? Women? Because the only way you can accurately be representing women right now is if women aren't stubborn. That's the only way. I would argue, and see, a better statement would be humans are so stubborn, grown folks, especially folk that think they're grown, paying their own bills and doing all taking care of themselves, and the grown men too. Grown folk are so stubborn. That's why everybody's tired. You see what I'm saying? That's a better, more honest, real statement. Now you can have a conversation from both sides. Because am I going to sit here and say that men ain't stubborn? Hell no. But the only way a statement like that can be made is if women aren't stubborn. But women are. Women absolutely are. And that's okay. I don't think that, humans going to be human. Humans going to be human. People are stubborn. People set in their ways, especially when you get past a certain age. Humans going to be humans. Having somebody be able to compromise on some things is how you know when somebody care about you. When they've been doing some shit for 30, 35 years and, a certain way they may have been, and them coming off of that and you see them trying to compromise with you, that's how you know when somebody care about you. That's how you can tell. From them having those stubborn ways and them correcting some of those stubborn ways by the time they meet you. That's how you can tell. That's would be a green flag. I always hear about the reds. I don't hear about the green ones much, or at all even. I don't even know if there's a green flag thing. All I hear is people talk about is the red flags. All the time. No green. Paris, wow. Paris says, okay, better way of saying it is men are more stubborn. Still fake news. That's still fake news. That's fake news, Paris. I'm sorry. I do apologize about that. That's fake news. I can't say one way or another. I guess I'll say that. Based on my experiences with human beings, I can't say that one sex is more stubborn than the other. I can't come out here and say that. Not saying you can't. That could be your experience, and that's fine. Or you on girl code right now. And of course, men are everything negative. Men are going to be more of it. Just because women say so. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because women say so. That's that sister girl, you know what I'm saying? That's that shit coming out. Men, every characteristic that women could possibly have that's negative, men are more. Men gonna be greater than at all times. But that is the paradigm in which these conversations are had. This is why I do believe the conversations don't really get nowhere. Yeah, I think this is why the conversations don't get nowhere. Because it's always a narrative, you know, it's always the creation of a narrative to paint the other side as worse. And as long as both sides are doing that, there can't really be no resolution. There's never going to be a resolution. People are stubborn. Grown folks stubborn. Hell, kids stubborn. And it's difficult to change a person's ways if they have certain ways that they do things. It just is what it is. Those are just that's the true facts. This is me, not the divisive facts, because there are actual facts, human facts, and then there are divisive facts. I'm not really with the divisive facts. It don't really, you know, because I done met, I mean, like I say, I done met all types of people. I done met brothers that were stubborn as fuck. Like I say, you know, you can't talking to dudes sometime, man. You might as well just don't even waste your fucking breath. Especially if you're talking to them about how they could possibly be a better about how they treat their woman. A lot of motherfuckers ain't gonna hear that. They're not gonna hear that. They'd rather complain about the behavior than it is to maybe, you know, do some things on their end that could, you know, mitigate this circumstance. They don't want to hear that shit. Men or women don't want to hear that shit. Oh shit, hold on. Have y'all noticed that though? These relationship conversations, like, are y'all not tired of them? Is it just me? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, man, get with somebody, and what if they make you happy? Rock with them. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand all this shit, man. I don't get all this shit. If they make you happy, if your experience in life is better with them, then rock with them. If it's not, then don't rock with them. That's really all it is to it. If they make the living experience better, rock with them. Try to work shit out with them. If they do not, then don't. Easy. Easy. To me, it's an easier situation than everybody on this motherfucker being fake. A lot of times there aren't genuine conversations had. A lot of times. Nobody's being honest about shit and who they are. A lot of times. But these conversations that black men and women, in particular when black men and women are engaged in it, it turns into a versus no matter what. No matter what it is. Regardless of what it is. And we gotta want to do better than that. Especially if y'all calling this a goddamn new year. Especially then. Cause we be looking goddamn trash online, yo. We be looking trash as fuck online. I'm not saying that's who most black people are. Because there's a lot of black folk that ain't even online and shit like that. Don't even comment and shit like that, of course. I'm not saying it even translates to every household or every relationship in America. 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up incorporated, or in the world even. But I do see that we be looking trash as fuck online, to me. Some people like these conversations where women out here, got these expectations, men have these expectations, and everybody's trying to force feed the other group's expectations, and it's just like, y'all ain't making it nowhere fast, yo. Y'all ain't making it nowhere fast. Not like this. Y'all not. It's like a race. Where it was the tortoise and the hare. It's the tortoise and the tortoise. That's black men and women right now. That's what I see. The tortoise and the tortoise. And it don't end like that fake ass story. The tortoise and the fucking tortoise. And ain't nobody getting nowhere fast. It's trash that we keep having these conversations. And really, the bottom line is enjoy the people that you enjoy. Whoever those people are, whoever that person is, enjoy the people you enjoy. If it stops being enjoyable for you, then that's the end of the relationship. That's just it. And there ain't no certain way to go about it. There ain't no certain way to do it. There ain't no certain way to be perfect at it. There is no certain way to do it. I tell y'all that every time, and I want to make that clear. Every time we talk about relationships, you are rolling the fucking dice. You rolling the dice. Because everybody is trying to pick, good people, or, people that think they can rock with or whatever like that. But you rolling the fucking dice, yo. And and you might be good for years and this shit blow up or whatever. 20 years of marriage, gone, divorce. What? 30 years, gone, divorce. Engaged, called off. Like, it's all types of shit going on out here all the time. You never know. I've heard of people that will claim they meet their soulmate. They 50 years old. I met my soulmate when I was 50, 60. I've heard 60. I met the love of my life at 60. $60 old. Just saying. Paris, I don't know, yo. Like, Paris, I don't know, yo. Paris says, but for real, how the hell do we communicate with y'all? My man don't listen to shit. I can't tell you how to make him listen or get him to listen. He might not give a fuck about what you have to say. You might want to start there. He may not give a fuck about what you have to say. To him, it might all be fake news shit. Like, he ain't trying to hear none of that shit you talking about. I'm not saying that it is what his situation is. I'm saying you might want to check with him, because I hear this, that a women will say my man don't listen or he won't listen. He may not give a fuck about what you have to say. You might want to check with him about that. You might want to check with him about whether he even cares whether you're bringing concerns to him, or whether or not he just hears everything you saying as nagging and complaining and bitching and moaning. Because some guys, that'd be why they don't listen to their girl. I'm not saying that's you. I'm saying some guys, they'll get to the point where, man, all she do is fucking complain. And they don't want to hear shit she got to say. Now, them staying with her, hey, is what it is, whatever. But once a woman got a certain tone, again, not saying this is you, but there are certain tones men aren't going to listen to what the fuck you talking about in anyway. If it got any type of attitude or, you know what I'm saying? Like if it got any sprinkle, anything on there, men don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear none of that shit at all. If it got a little spice on it, nah, you can keep that shit to yourself. You can keep that shit to yourself. A man blocks out immediately just with the tone. Now, I don't know what tone you speak in. And a lot of women aren't going to recognize whether they're naggy, bitchy, complaining all the goddamn time. They don't even recognize that. You know what I'm saying? They don't even recognize it. So therefore, they can't see it. And if a man say something about it, what that does a lot of times is make them have even more attitude. So it could be a lose-lose. Nah, not at all. I don't know. I can't be the judge of that, Mr. Nike 8. It says, is what you say informative, funny, or something interesting? I don't know. I have no idea where this falls. I don't know where this conversation falls in people's, I have no fucking idea. I really don't. I'm just talking. We just chopping it up. Ain't nothing heavy going on at all. I'm just chopping up about black people having these relationship conversations and where they're headed and where we're headed, as far as what it looks like online anyway. It's real, like, so I was just talking about that. Oh, okay. Mr. Look what Mr. Knight said. Nigga, after you did all that explaining, I wasn't even talking to you. Basically, this is what Mr. Air Knight says. Said I was talking to Shawty. Ma, I thought you was talking to me. Put people name in the. Is it too much to put people name in this shit? I have no idea. I don't be knowing this shit, but yeah, no. A lot of times when a woman is trying to talk to a man, he don't want to hear that nagging ass tone. He don't want to hear that. Don't want to hear none of that. And as soon as you start off with that nagging ass tone, then he gonna block you out. So it's better to come in more of a conversation style, use your light voice, whatever that is. No spice. No nothing on it. Just talking normal talk. Because a lot of times women talk in nag. A lot of times women talk in nag. And that is not a way to communicate with a man if you want him to hear you. If you just want to say it, you just want to get it off your chest, then say it. And nobody stopping you from getting it off your chest. But if you want him to hear you, you can't speak to him in nag. That's not his language. That makes a man shut down. And particularly after a while. Some of these married guys, what's up, Goddess? A lot of these married guys, after a while, they start being like almost like they've been beat down by nagging and complaining for year after year after year. That's all they get. And they ain't getting pussy like that. So it be wearing down on some of these motherfuckers because their woman speaks in nag. And a lot of these motherfuckers don't have the backbone to tell her that you're speaking in nag right now. Not only me, nobody wants to hear this shit. I can't, Goddess. Listen, I can't. I'm in the truck. The only reason, Goddess, look, the only reason Goddess talking about you killed me not showing your face is because I'm in a truck. And if I try to put the camera and shit on there, I don't want my internet to fuck up while I'm out here randomly on the road in Brunswick, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I be doing that shit like this. And then at home, I'm going to tell y'all, and Goddess, you know this shit. When you making these fucking videos, turning them lights on and shit like that, sometimes I just don't be. I'm talking I be fresh out the shower, no shirt, in my drawers. Like, I don't be feeling like right now I'm sitting here in my drawers and the wife be talking to y'all. I'm in the back of my truck. Like, I don't be wanting to put on shit. But now, when I'm on the road, it's just the internet. I never know how good the internet gonna be. And then with me having to, use the hotspot, and then it just be, I don't want it to fuck up. That's all. I don't want it to. But by the time I get back to the crib, I'm gonna come on cam. I'm gonna cam up. I'm gonna cam up, turn the fucking lights on, and do all that shit for the team. I'm most definitely gonna do it. I'm sorry, Mia. Mia said that's a hard truth for us as women. Like, damn, he really don't give a fuck what I'm saying for real. It's hard. I'm gonna tell you. And the reason it's hard for women is because women believe they be saying some prolific shit at all times. It's prolific. Like, what I want to complain about is everything to me in this day and what I want to talk to you about. My complaint is everything. It's bars, it's goddamn poetry, it's everything. A woman be feeling like after she get through complaining, the whole crowd gonna stand up and start snapping their fingers like she done did some goddamn open mic poetry or some shit. Women be believing they got some bars to drop, like for real, and it's like, man, listen. Nah, no, I didn't want to hear that shit for real. And sometimes a man will say, I don't want to hear that shit, and a woman will keep talking. It's like, I don't even know how much clearer a man has to be. Like, listen, I don't want to hear that shit right now. Oh, well, you gonna listen to me? He done told you he don't want to hear it. He's telling you, I'm turning my ears off. Whatever the fuck you about to say, I don't even want to be a part of this shit. I don't want to hear this shit. That's what he's making it very, very, very plain. I don't want to hear this shit. One of the best times to communicate with your man, though, is right after you put that whop on his ass. Remember last night we talked about that Area 51? You put that motherfucking Area 51 on his ass, that's the best time to talk to his ass. That's when he's the most open to listen. And a good chance after y'all have some good sex, your voice isn't as naggy. You sound more relaxed. You sound more calm. This also works if you smoke weed too, but I ain't saying everybody smoke. You way more calm. You got that calm. Everything is calm. It's a calm energy. It's better than a lot of times to communicate with your man, or sometimes a man to communicate with a woman once done lay that dick down. Don't just do the pillow talk bullshit. No, it's times like that where you can actually have real open conversations. You can have real open conversations. Put that work on his ass, then talk to him about some shit. Cause now you calm, he calm, everybody relaxed. If his ass don't fall asleep quick, I done had some women tell me that as soon as the motherfucker get done, he sleep in like 2 minutes. He sleep. That motherfucker knocked out. If you got you one of them, I'm sorry, okay? I apologize. But the best time to talk to a man is in that moment. Or if y'all both smoke, in that moment. Those are really great times to have conversations about grievances you may have, where, you can make, I ain't gonna say make light of them, but you're able to have a lighter energy when approaching the conversation. It's able to be a lighter energy. You don't sound like a fucking nagging motherfucker. He more open to hearing what you're saying because now you calm. And that's the frequency that men listen the best at, is at a calm voice. And really everybody. If you in a calm, cool, clear, concise voice, that's the best time to talk to people for real. When you up, if you up, even as from a man's perspective, talking to a woman, if you up, you may jar her, you may shock her, you may cause her to be, a little nervous, but that don't mean she listening. it's best to speak it calm to her. Oh shit. Hold on. Paris. Paris said, I'm gonna try it tonight because I'm tired of spending bands on stupid ass fantasy football. If you got a man that's spending your money on fantasy football, Paris, I don't know this brother. But if somebody has a gambling problem, there is no talking that you're going to do to make them stop. There is no conversation you're going to have. Now, I don't know if you love this brother or not. I don't know. I don't know what type dick he got. Because maybe he laying it down on your ass and you can't pull up. Because that does play into, people staying together. He may be lighting your ass up at the crib. Cool. But you're not about to talk nobody out no gambling problem. That's an addiction. That's an addiction. Real shit. And I ain't gonna tell you to throw away your relationship, but you might want to find out where his life is headed. I don't know where he's headed. Losing money? No, that's a motherfucker that's even addicted to losing. He'll lose 30 times and win one time, and that'll keep him in the game. I don't trust people like that. Mia, I ain't lying. I'm not lying about this shit. Mia said that sex after weed be legit. Men be wanting to open up there, and I have noticed that it's the calm environment. That's what it's all about. It's about those energies being calm. That's what it's really all about. People are better listeners, better receivers of messages, and are easier to talk to when everybody's calm. The entire atmosphere and the vibe is calm. And sex does that. And you said sex after weed, and I separated them. I said one or the other, or both. I guess whatever you want to do, long as that environment is calm. That's really when people are at their best when it comes to listening and communicating. That's when they're at their best, in my personal opinion. But Paris, what you got going on? Yo, that's real shit. Mr. Aronike A said, my mama told me and my pops confirmed it. Every woman is a girl on the inside. If you yell at girls, they shut down. They gonna shut down. You roaring at them, they gonna shut down. But that's the thing about this is, I think it works like that on both sides. Like men shut down when they hear, I think humans, period, like ain't nobody trying to hear nobody fucking yelling at them all day. Like, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody does. Because now it's like, what the fuck are you did you give birth to me or some shit? Because I'm not even about to listen to my mama yell at me. My daddy ain't even about to fucking yell at me. They can talk and express their grievances, but that yelling shit, no. And some motherfuckers get in an argument where they call each other bitch ass niggas, and I don't got no experience there. I don't even know what those type conversations be like for real. I couldn't deal with all of that. You're not about to be calling me no bitch ass nigga, hoe ass nigga. No, I ain't. I ain't that guy. I'm not that guy. I'll flee the scene. Y'all listen, I gotta get the fuck off here now. I'm gonna show y'all mad love and appreciation for y'all even coming through here and having this conversation with me tonight. We was chopping this shit up, shooting this shit. Ain't nothing heavy going on really. But hopefully, you was able to take something from this, have a couple laughs or something like that. But I'm listening. We talking about real relationships over this motherfucker. Real relationships. I don't know what the fuck a lot of these people talking about out here on the online line and shit. This real shit we gonna be talking about over here. And a lot of motherfuckers like don't want to give me no, I ain't gonna say necessarily I want credit, but Before these gurus showed up, I used to talk about this relationship shit a lot. I used to talk about this shit a lot because it was a dynamic that people were interested in. Now it's done got to the point now where it's just, and I don't even like using the word toxic because that's a whole word to me. I do feel like the word toxic is a whole word, but it's done got to be so just, it's pointless energy, like just energy dissipating into space, and ain't nobody getting nothing from it. Ain't nobody getting better because of it. So that shit is a waste of time. Black folk, cut it out. Cut it out. Have conversations about real shit. If you're going to talk about relationships, talk about it from a real perspective. Not I'm perfect and everybody outside of me be fucking up. So that's where I'm going to give my relationship advice from. Or, a man or woman speaking that perfection shit and they got everything in the bag and this what y'all need to do. This is how you do it. No, I ain't even going to talk to y'all like that. I got some ideas. They may work. They may not work for you. I'm not going to guarantee you shit. That's real. Not selling you no fucking courses. Fuck out of here. But yeah, mad love to y'all. Mad love. Tomorrow I ain't gonna say because I don't know where I'm gonna be at tomorrow. I don't know if I'm in my truck or back at the crib or what, but I may come on here and go, on camera and shit tomorrow. But don't hold me to it because it depends on how my day goes tomorrow. But y'all just hit that notification bell, subscribe, like the video, hit that like button, hit the notification bell to get the notifications. And we'll talk about, I guess if y'all want to talk about some more serious shit. If y'all want to talk about more serious shit, we can do that too. Yeah, y'all know it is what it don't matter. It don't matter. We can talk about more serious shit too. Y'all just let me know. I just going off again, every time I do one of these, I go off of the messages I receive on Facebook, Instagram, or in my emails. And that kind of steers me into what I want the conversation or what people have requested for the conversation to be. So if you want to make a request or you want me to talk about something, send me a fucking message. Easy. All right. Easy. But shout out to Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. I'm out.